What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tysheka McKinney and I'm an assistant principal in the Houston, Texas area. If this is your first time joining us, welcome, and I'm excited to help transform the way you impact. Today, I'm really excited because we're going to do something a little bit different. This is something that I've been working on for quite some time, actually throughout the entire first year of my role as being an assistant principal. I have been jotting down just the different roles, mindsets, initiatives, everything that went into being developed into an effective assistant principal. And I've created a mock interview for you to practice with. So before we go any further, of course, I am going to ask you to go ahead and subscribe and click the bell notification so you are one of the first ones to know when I drop new content. So I am going to go ahead at this time and start asking the questions. The best way to utilize this resource is after I ask the question, go ahead, click your space bar to pause the video and respond. And then go ahead and press the space bar so you can hear me ask the next question, and then just practice along with this. I also think that this would be very valuable if you jot down all of these questions and then get some experience in the role that you're currently in, whether you are a teacher, an instructional coach, a diag, a counselor. Again, if you are thinking about moving into this role of assistant principal, I really want to push you to build your capacity where you are now. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, welcome. Let's go ahead and start off by telling me about yourself. What are the roles of an assistant principal from your perspective? So what are some of the practical steps you've taken in order to build your leadership capacity? So as an assistant principal, you are also an instructional leader. How do you plan to support your instructional coach throughout this school year? List your top 3 priorities as a school leader. So as an assistant principal, you will be leading out different initiatives and programs. For example, you may be leading out our GT program, you may be over scheduling, grades, our EIT committee, and then also our special education department. How do you plan on balancing all of that? And what are some systems that you will put in place to make sure that everything is done with fidelity? Let's talk systems. What is a system to you? What are the top 3 systems you think you would put in place within your first month as an administrator? How do you plan on determining the needs of your teachers? Now I want you to rank these 3 things and tell me why. Student, social and emotional learning, curriculum, and teacher, social and emotional learning. What are you able to contribute to our campus? How comfortable are you embracing either the Google platform or Microsoft platform? Share with me one document that you've created in order to track data. How did you use that data? Your role is to assist the principal. What are some ways that you can support the principal in leading out the vision for the school? Within this role, it is very critical that we are always developing leaders, not always teacher leaders. We want to also develop those teachers who may want to become RTI specialists or instructional coaches, or maybe one day an assistant principal. What plan do you have to put in place in order to make sure everyone is being developed? Share with me about your communication style. How do you plan to ensure equitable student outcomes? How comfortable are you speaking about race? Do you think racial consciousness is a priority in this work? Well, thank you for sitting down here with me and answering these few questions. Do you have any questions for me?